favorite place, the car. Oh, what do I even talk about? Because, baby, I am still like, yo, still can't believe what is happening with my life, you know? I don't know. I definitely feel the need to document this because this is a great reminder for people to know that they are not alone. If you haven't seen my previous video, it is titled I'm About to Be Unemployed in 25 Days and hear what I have to say about it. So I basically go into detail about what was happening, and yeah. And I know that this is just my sign to keep going. Like, I physically cannot give up now. I literally can't. Like, I've worked too hard for this car. I've worked too hard for everything that I have earned thus far, and there's just no way I can just give up now, you know? Like, hold on, I'm about to hit a turn. So, oop. Sorry, y'all. I know I need to get a car tripod, but I was just basically saying, like, you know, I've worked too hard to get where I'm at, and there's just no way I can give up now. Like, there's absolutely no way I can just say, well, I've hit my stopping point. Let's just sit here and rot for the next decade. Like, that's just, I can't do that. Like, I can't. I want to be able to do stuff for my family. I want to be able to do stuff for my brothers. I want to be able to do stuff for my best friend. And that's not going to happen if I give up. And yeah. And I just want to be that living proof that no matter how hard things get, do not give up. Like, since this news, I've been having a lot of anxiety. Just because there's so much uncertainty in the air, you know, like, because of the climate that we're in, there's just a lot of uncertainty with things. And, you know, this isn't the most ideal position to be in, but I just want to show you guys that things will get better, you know, like, things will get better. Even if it feels like it's not, it will. It literally will. And yeah. Oop, I should have took that. I was scared. Hold on, let me make this turn, because this turn is hold on, because this turn is like deadly, if you ask me. Y'all just flew across my car. This is gonna be the worst car vlog I've ever seen for me. I don't know what to tell y'all. But yeah, like, no matter how hard things get, you have to keep going. Like, there's no stopping. You may feel like the world is tumbling down on you, but you have to keep going. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I'm just doing amazing right now, because I'm not. I'm scared. I'm scared out of my mind. I don't know what the future is gonna look like. There's no way of knowing what the future is gonna look like, but I just have to have faith. And every day that I wake up knowing the situation that I'm in, I continue to have faith. I continue to tell myself that the God in me is always going to be on time. I'm not saying that I'm religious or anything, but I do believe that there's a creator, whether you call it God, universe, Buddha, whoever. I know that I'm always going to be on time, and this is just the universe / God's way of showing me that not everything that I think is, you know, good for me is it here to serve me, you know? Like, yeah, I talked about it in my other video about how, like, this job was, you know, this was perfect for me mentally, because as y'all know, if y'all looked at my previous videos, I used to work in sales, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I hated having to build a I hate having to build a fake bond with people just to sell a product that, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I took this new opportunity to get myself out of a bad situation for me mentally. And now here we are, 10 times more stressed out. So it's like, yo. But I know that this is just a reminder that I have to keep pushing no matter what happens. Like, have to keep going no matter what, and everything's gonna be all right, and I know it will. And like I said in the beginning, I wanted to document this because I know people need to hear this right now. Like, I know there are a lot of people in my same exact situation that are like, what am I gonna do? Like, how am I going to get through this? What do I have to do to get through this? And all you have to do at this point is just continue to have faith, because it's gonna work out. Like, this is not the first time in my life where I was lost, confused. Like, when I first dropped out of college due to mental health reasons, I didn't have no job. I didn't have no car. I was sleeping on my parents' couch. Like, I didn't even have my own bedroom anymore. And I would wake up every day super freaking depressed because I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. I didn't know what to turn. I didn't know what kind of job to get because I had never had a real job. Like, and then boom, freaking my auntie, she was like, nah, you're gonna get a job, nah, on my watch. If you're not gonna go to school, she was tearing into me, okay guys? She was like, if you're not gonna go to school, then you need to get a job, you need to start working. And she got me an application at a kids thrift store, and within a year I became store manager. Maybe a year and a half, I became store manager, and I was making like $20 an hour. And granted, it wasn't the easiest job, but it wasn't the hardest job. But I was doing that, and it just goes to show that you're gonna have low points in your life, but you have to work. Like, you have to keep going. Because when I first started that job at the that kids thrift store or resale store, because you could actually bring your kids' clothes in and resell them and stuff and get some profit off of it. But when I was working at that kids resale store, I was making $9.50 an hour. Like, I was not making no money, guys. Like, my checks was like $500 after taxes every 2 weeks. Making no money. Like, and then boom, I worked my way up to shift lead. Then boom, I worked my way up to store manager. Like, and you know, I did what I had to do so I could get my car. Like, I literally got my car working at that job. Like, and then boom, you know, I realized that job was not serving me anymore, and there was no more room to grow. So what did I do? I looked for another opportunity, which of course was that sales job. And I started making more money than I have ever seen. And that job allowed me to buy like myself a new MacBook, and buy myself a camera, and and do all these things for my family that I never thought that I would be able to do, you know? Do things for my best friend that I thought I would never be able to afford, you know? Go places and see new things. Like, I was able to afford a trip to the Bahamas. I was able to afford a trip, that was a cruise, and I also was able to afford another cruise as well, a 7-day cruise. So it's just, and when I got in my car accident, I was able to afford to get myself a new car, which is the car I'm driving now. So it's like, even though, you know, I left that job, of course, because it wasn't serving me, but I worked hard. Like, when I first started that job, I was working 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Mental health in the trash. I literally, I was this close to just ending it for me. I thought I couldn't get through that. I really thought that was the end for me, for real. And I made it through. And then what did I do? I worked myself to death. Not to death, but I put my head down and I worked so hard to get a better shift. And I made it through that. And I got myself a better shift, better days off. Like, I did what I had to do to get to where I wanted to be. And I stayed in that position until I found another position where I knew it was going to be better for me mentally. And I was able to secure that. Now I have to do the same thing. Like, it's nothing new for me. Having to, you know, work through the hard parts of life to get where I need to go. So all this to say, like, please do not give up. Whatever you do, do not give up. Life is going to life. No matter how good you think you have it, shit can happen. Shit is gonna happen, but recognize that it's happening for you and not to you. And I think that's what made me shift mentally, is that it's happening for me and not to me. It's not happening to me, it's happening for me. I know I've repeated that, but I really want y'all to understand that, understand that, overstand that, whatever terminology you want to use, because it will get better. Like, that is what I'm telling myself through this period that I'm going through right now, that it will get better for me. I know things look so grim and so it looks so bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, when I took this job, I did not know that this was gonna happen to me. I didn't know. There was no way for me to know that 3 months later I was gonna be fired. Not fired, but let go, because I didn't get fired for doing something wrong. The government just decided to, like, stop funding this department. Like, that's what happened. There was no way for me to know that they were gonna do that. So it's like, I already spoke about this in my other video, but when I was in the car speaking to God, I literally was like, listen, I'm letting go of all control. So whatever it is you got to do to get me where I need to be, do that. And this is just a part of the plan. Like, listen, your story has already been written for you. It's just for you to continue to follow through. Whatever dreams and goals that you may have, continue to do that. It don't matter how hard things may be. Just continue to do that. Like, just because, like, I got a whole camera and everything like that, and I don't even use it because I feel like I connect more when I'm just on my phone. And of course, like, once I'm gonna start using the camera, I gotta use what I paid for sure. But it's just like, even if I didn't have the camera and the tripod and all that, you see how I'm still making it work. That's what you gotta do. Like, and I know it feels like I'm screaming and I'm preaching, but this is literally for me to hear. Like, when I tell you, like, I say this stuff not only to help y'all, but to help me, because I need to hear this. I need to hear this stuff too. And luckily for me, I have a great support system that understands that, you know, I've been doing everything that I can to get to where I am in life, you know, with my car, with just all the things that I've accomplished. So I have a great support system that was able to help me through this. But some people don't have that support system, and that's where I come in. And that's why, you know, I feel like I've struggled so much with creating content, because I never knew what I needed to do, and now it's starting to become clear. I'm supposed to be documenting my journey, so the people that are going through similar things like me, or feel like they don't have nobody, that's where I come in to show you, like, you're not alone. You're not alone. Bad things don't happen to just you. They happen to everybody, and that's just life. That is just life. Now, I'm not ever gonna say, like, you deserve what you've gone through, or try to invalidate your feelings, because you have every right to feel scared and anxiety, and just, you know, you have a right to feel the way that you do. But the main point of this is to please do not give up, and continue to have hope that things are going to turn out the way they should be for you, because you deserve happiness, you deserve abundance, you deserve stability, you deserve all the things that you are worth. And that is your dream life. Whatever your dream life looks like, that is what you're capable of. If you can put it in your mind and visualize it and see it, then it is already out in the universe for you to accomplish that. So don't ever feel like you're behind in life, because that is another thing that I used to struggle with really bad too, is feeling that I was like super behind in life, and that I didn't have my stuff together, and that everybody was ahead of me, and that I'm not doing things right. But it's like, everybody has their own path, everybody has their own timeline, and you just have to know that you are always on time. No matter how bad things may look or feel, you will always be on time. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm yelling at y'all, but I really want y'all to hear me. Like, and I'm trying not to get emotional with this, but that's how I know that I need to be documenting the things that I'm going through, because I just feel so called to do this. Like, and I've never felt like such a calling before. So it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. And it's just like, and I've had like plenty of signs and plenty of confirmations, but I never felt like I was worthy enough to sit in front of a camera and tell you guys, you know, all the experiences and how I've gotten through things, and just show y'all that it's okay. I've never felt like I was worthy enough to have a YouTube channel and be able to build off of the YouTube, and just, you know, I've always had this mindset, like, it's never gonna be me. It's never gonna be me. And now I'm starting to see that, yes, this is for me. This is for me. And that's why I want y'all to know, like, please, 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 please don't give up. Like, my YouTube channel is not the biggest YouTube channel in the world. My YouTube channel doesn't have all these followers. It doesn't have all these views. It doesn't have all these likes. But that doesn't stop me from coming on here and showing up as myself and trying to support y'all, because I know y'all need that. Like, especially with the world that we're living in right now, I know y'all need that. And so, yeah, like, I don't know, like, I'm sorry, like, I just feel like I've been yelling at y'all this entire time, and I don't mean to, like, come off like that. Like, you know those people that be like those life coach videos that, like, oh, you need to do this, this, and this, and this, and this. Like, I'm really not trying to come off like that, because at the end of the day, I can't tell you what steps you need to take for your life. All I can tell you is that you cannot give up. You cannot give up. Do you know how close you are? You are so close, and you feel like giving up. That's how I know you're close. If you feel like you just want to throw in the towel and give up, you are so close to a breakthrough. And you want to know how I know that? It's because I've been through that situation multiple times. I feel like I was at my breaking point, and I just wanted to fall down on my knees and just give up. And then, boom, I accomplished so much. I had the drive to just make it through, and that's what I did. So I really want y'all to just, like, take this video and really use it as motivation to continue to go after your dreams. If YouTube is your dream, and do that. Like, if it feels like you don't have all these views, or you don't have enough money for this equipment, that you just pick up the phone and post. If you want to go to school to be a nurse or a doctor, but you feel like you're not smart enough, just put those limiting beliefs away, because that's the main thing that's gonna stop you, is you. Of course, there's gonna be life factors, of course, like, you know, money, just people, just whatever it is. There's always gonna be obstacles, but your biggest obstacle is gonna be you, if you feel like you're not worthy enough for whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And the reason why I'm preaching so hard about it is because that's exactly what my mindset was. I used to, like, back when I first started this channel for real, like maybe like a year or two ago, and my first video was like just me cleaning up my depression room after I just had a whole episode. Like, when I tell you I had an episode, this was when I still was working in sales. I started this YouTube, but I had a whole episode, guys. That did not stop me from posting. I wasn't getting no views. I'm still not getting all the views that I want, but I know that I'm going to reach the point that I will get those views. But, you know, I always had this mindset of, like, oh, like, I wasn't as consistent as I should have been, because I did not feel like I was worthy enough. Like, I felt, when I saw that I wasn't getting the views that I felt like I deserved, I wasn't consistent enough, and I stopped posting. And it's like, that's literally the meaning of self-sabotage, you know what I mean? So, and I'm sorry if the sign kind of seems like I'm irritated. I'm not irritated. It's like I'm running out of breath, because I just have so much to say about this situation, and just this motivation that, you know, I want to give out to you guys. Like, I don't know. And I don't know if I'm making any sense in this video at all, but I didn't even know I was gonna even say all of this stuff to you guys. Like, I didn't realize this video was gonna end up being like 20+ minutes long. But I don't know. I think maybe God or the universe or whoever is speaking through me right now, because it knows that I need to hear my own words, and it knows that a lot of people need to hear this. And I don't know. I don't really know what this page is gonna end up being. It's probably gonna be like maybe sit down videos and stuff like that, because I really do enjoy talking and, you know, just connecting on a more personal level with you guys. I'm probably gonna do like vlogs and stuff like that, like, because you can see on my if you scroll lower that, you know, I do vlogs and stuff. But I don't know what this page is gonna be, so, you know, this is why I pulled out the camera to continue to document my journey. And that's what y'all need to do too, especially if you guys want to do content creation and YouTube and TikTok. Pull out your phone and start recording. It doesn't have to be the most aesthetically pleasing. Like, this video was all over the place. Y'all was sliding all around the car. Like, it does not matter. It does not matter. You need to continue to chase after whatever it is that you want, because you can accomplish that, and you're worthy of that. You are worthy of that. I don't know how many times I need to say it, but you're worthy of whatever it is that you are reaching for, you know. And you are so close. I promise you are so close. Like, you are so close. You are so close. Like, you are so close. I swear. You are so close. Please don't give up now. If I'm not giving up, you can't give up. Like, I swear. If I'm not giving up, you cannot give up. You cannot give up. You cannot give up. You cannot give up. Please don't give up on yourself. That would be the biggest disappointment if you are this close away and you decide to give up on yourself. Now you'll never know what you could have accomplished because you gave up and you self-sabotaged yourself. Like, come on, guys. Like, please do this with me. Like, I'm trying to create a community here where we accomplish our goals. Like, I used to be so scared to do YouTube, and used to be so embarrassed for YouTube for me wanting to make YouTube like my full-time job, because I used to feel like it wasn't a real job, you know? Like, sorry, y'all. I used to feel like YouTube wasn't a real job, and that I couldn't, like, I just used to be so embarrassed about what I really wanted to do with my life, because this is what I want to do with my life. Like, it's difficult for me, because being such a creative person, I know I can accomplish so many things, but I don't know what. Like, because everything that I've done so far with my life, I've become very, very good at. I've become good at sales. I was a really good store manager for the most part. Yeah, I could have been a better store manager, but for the most part, I worked my way up to become a store manager. And even with the job where I'm working with veterans, like, I go above and beyond because I know what I'm capable of. And that's why, you know, it's definitely hard for me to hunker down and pick what I want to do. And that's why, and I always, like, and the main thing that used to trip me up is, like, I'm constantly like, okay, well, what if YouTube doesn't work out? Then what am I gonna do? Like, do I want to be a nurse? Do I want to go into trade and be a construction worker? Do I want to work in customer service for the rest of my life? Like, I'm so scatterbrained because of the fact that I kept pushing off the fact that being a content creator and being creative is where my heart resides. Like, this is what I want to do. And I used to, and another reason why I kept self-sabotaging myself is because I never thought that I would be able to achieve something like this. But I can, and I will. And I want this journey to show you guys that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. I know I'm, like, repeating myself a lot. Sorry, guys. I know this video is all over the place, and I apologize. I really need to get a car tripod. But I know I'm, like, talking in circles or whatever, but it's like, I want y'all to see that, like, the biggest thing that's gonna stop you from getting where you want to go is gonna be your mental. It's gonna be your mental. Like, yes, life is gonna have its own obstacles because life doesn't stop. Like, but you have to get through those obstacles. It is teaching you to be resilient. Again, I'm not trying to negate your feelings, because it sucks that you have to go through the things that you're going through, and you don't deserve to go through the things that you're going through, but you have to get through them in order to get closer to where you want to be, no matter what it is. Because I've dealt with some things even as a child. A child shouldn't even go through those things, but I went through it and I got through it and I healed and I forgave myself. I forgave everybody, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you are capable of so many amazing things, and I really don't want to see y'all give up on yourselves because you think you're not worthy of that, because you are. And that's why I'm like telling y'all, that used to be my biggest problem, is like, I used to not know what my career path was, because I used to try to act like this isn't what I wanted to do, because I was so embarrassed of the fact that, like, you know, YouTube isn't a real job and this and this and this. So if you don't take anything from this video, take this. You are so close. You are so close. You are unbelievably close. It may not feel like it. It may feel like you are thousands and thousands of miles away. Don't let that feeling be the reason why you give up right before the finish line. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. You got this. I believe in you. Thank you guys for making it to this far into the video. I want to say I appreciate y'all and all the love that y'all have been giving me, especially on my previous video, because that was like so vulnerable of me. Like, I didn't even want to make that video, but I decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna post it. So thank you for all the love and the support and just everything. Like, I truly, besides the support that I already have, I can't do this without y'all. I really, really can't. I really can't. So I just want to say I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's do this together. Let's build a community together so we can reach the heights that I know we can reach. I really don't know how to express how grateful I am for each and every one of you, because like, it's just the otherworldly feeling that I get when I get to talk to y'all, especially when I'm speaking from my heart. Like, I know this video was like all over the place, but it's just I needed to get this off my chest. I really, really did. And I'm so proud of y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. But I'm gonna stop talking y'all ear off, because it's going on 30 minutes. But again, I love y'all. Thank y'all for the comments. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the subscribers. And thank y'all for the views. And thank y'all for just listening to me. And I'll see y'all in another video, and I'll keep y'all updated on this. So thank you guys for tuning in, and bye. See you later.